Okay, this is the first time I've done a live streaming on this YouTube channel, so I'm not sure how many people are watching this and where it's going to go. But it's something which I'd like to do more of in the coming time, because there's a lot of content out there which happens in the design world where you kind of want to talk about. And this one really is Mozilla Spoke is dead. Hubs is dead. And that is a real shame, because Mozilla Spoke and Hubs came along a few years ago at a very interesting time. Now, there was always interest in virtual reality for decades. I remember being a very small boy, maybe in the 90s, and seeing something about virtual reality on TV, getting very excited, then hearing that you could go and do virtual reality in a city. So every time I visited Nottingham as a child, I'd be looking around trying to find virtual reality items. And apparently there are places you can go and try it out, but you can never find them. And after a few years of looking, I sort of gave up as a kid. And virtual reality would come along every now and then of the certain technology promises to be great. And it wasn't until 2014, 2015, where I actually got to try virtual reality out properly. And it was great. It was the kind of things I expected it to be from my childhood. And then you realize how much work and coding goes into making it. So fast forward a few years, we're doing a module in Loughborough about advanced technology, including VR. And there's a real challenge to be able to prototype quickly and easily without coding. So how can we do that? And Spoke was there. And you find out that you can use things like Spoke to prototype experiences. You can just do it. And that was great. And we've been using that at Loughborough for teaching UX design with VR, because you can focus on the design side and not the coding side, which has really been wonderful. As well as having something interesting to show off. So this year we went into it and feeling like, yeah, we've got this cracked. We know what we're doing. We can teach this really well. We're getting somewhere really exciting, and we could just see where the technology was going. And then the other week, Mozilla started axing it. And that's a real blow, because Spoke, web-based VR editing software, there's nothing out there I know which can replace it. There's nothing out there which is as easy to use and as just user-friendly and powerful. Is it as good as using Unreal? No. Is it as good as using Unity? No. Is it? It's not as good as Blender. Blender's much better, but Spoke is accessible. And pretty much anyone can go in and do something meaningful. I reckon high school children can do it. So yeah, we're really missing it. So we see people like Frame VR are going to take it mantle and do other things, and that's really great. And we're going to pivot. We're going to find ways of doing this. And maybe in a year's time, I'll be saying, "Oh, it's great that Spoke died, because now we've got these things," and maybe it'll force the industry into doing more user-friendly platforms. But as of right now, it's a real shame. I want to go on live camera and talk about this, because I'm trying to set up watching films in a virtual cinema and trying to do that without copyright. It's a shame. It's a real shame. I just really hope that something comes along to take that space of zero coding, simple, easy to access, easy to share VR. Because without it, I think the world is a less interesting place. On the research side, I've been thinking about, how can we do research projects, workshops, and code design in VR in a way which makes sense? Spoke was going to be the answer, but now it's not. So watch this space. We're going to find something new and making videos on it and sharing them here. and we're going to see where it goes. If you have questions on what to do, or comments, or if you have any ideas what the answer might be, put it in the description below. For now, I'll see you around.